Welcome back to Kuka's Kitchen, where cooking is made easy. Today, we are making an easy but delicious meatloaf. We're going to use our food processor to go ahead and blend some ingredients. And we're also going to use salt, Italian seasoning, black pepper, and ground garlic powder. And we're going to use almond flour. You can use bread and moisten it with a little bit of milk. I'm using almond flour today, Worcestershire sauce, and 2 eggs. So let's start off by adding our ingredients into our food processor. I have 1 large carrot, 3 garlic cloves, 1 plum tomato, 1 small onion, and 1 celery stalk. And you want to go ahead and blend everything together. And then you're going to want to stop your food processor and scrape the walls. All those ingredients that are stuck to the wall, you want them to go ahead and have an opportunity to blend well. So go ahead and scrape the walls and then blend everything together for a few more seconds. Once that's all blended, you want to go ahead and remove your blade and add what you blend together into your mixing bowl. Now right now I have 2 pounds of ground pork and 4 pounds of ground beef. I'm using the 85/15. So add all of that to your meats. And this is going to help not only to flavor the meat, but also to keep it nice and moist while it cooks. Now we're adding 2 eggs. And the eggs are going to bind everything together. We're going to add our almond flour, our seasonings, which is a tablespoon of everything except the Italian seasoning, that's a teaspoon. And we're adding 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. And then we're adding a tablespoon of the Worcestershire sauce. And of course, the best tools we have is our hands. So go ahead and start mixing everything nice and evenly. Once everything's nice and mixed, you want to go ahead and grab a baking dish. And you want to put your meat in the baking dish. Now bear with me, this is a lot of meat. And so now what you want to do is you want to form it into a nice meatloaf shape. And so now what you want to do is cover it with foil. And you're going to put it in the oven at 325 degrees for 1 hour. So let's go to the oven. And so our meatloaf has been in the oven for 1 hour. You want to remove the foil, and you see all the juice that it has collected. Before you put it back in your oven, you want to remove some of the juice. Now be careful, it's really hot. And so once you remove the juice, you're going to put it back in your oven, still at 325 degrees, for about 30 to 45 minutes until it browns. And now that it's browned, I've removed the rest of the juices that it's collected, and I'm starting to add my glaze. I'm using 1 tomato sauce can, Primal Kitchen ketchup, and Lakanto sugar. But you can use any type of ketchup and any type of sugar that you like. So I'm mixing well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour it over my meatloaf. And the glaze can be as sweet as you want it, or if you don't like it sweet, use less sugar or leave the sugar out. And so make sure everything's nicely coated. And you're going to put this back in the oven at 325 degrees for about 15 to 30 minutes, just until the glaze turns into a nice golden brown red color. So once it's done, this is how it's going to look like. You're going to go ahead and slice into it. It's nice and tender and very juicy. And we're going to accompany it with some broccoli. And friends, this might look like a lot of meat, but I'm cooking for 6 and I'm packing lunches. And my children love to have leftovers, especially when it's meatloaf. They like to put it in bread and they like to pour barbecue sauce all over their sandwich. I hope you enjoyed this meal. For a little kick, we're going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese on our broccoli. Delicious. This is what's for dinner tonight. Friends, as always, thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel to see more videos like these, and make sure to click the bell icon to be alerted when a new video is posted. Buen provecho.